T cleaning up over here with the gumbo. So we got some good content coming up.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Reacher. This is Reacher season
Yeah,
2.
yeah. So
Okay.
we're gonna be talking about overall the season two, what we thought, what we liked about it. It's just another good season.
Yes.
There's a couple of slow episodes here and there, but
Yeah.
overall, it's very good.
Yeah, I
So
agree with that.
how does it start off?
This season starts off with we get a
I think
body
some dude
falling.
in a plane.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a body. At this point, nobody knows who this dude is, so he's
yeah,
getting thrown out of a plane by two men in a helicopter. So, and
yeah,
you just see the body's falling down, and then next thing you know, it hits the trees and then it hits the ground.
yeah,
So that's how
and,
that's how it starts off.
yeah. And then we get to reach her. He's in another town
Yeah,
again.
he's in another town again.
Yeah, so he said, "Fuck the old town. This is a new town for me."
Yes.
So he was getting new clothes and he had to go get some money at the ATM.
Mm-hmm.
That's when he noticed some lady was being weird at the ATM. That's because she was getting carjacked by
Yes.
some dude. Yeah,
So he and what Reacher shows his abilities, and he proceeds to kick this dude's ass like very quickly, because he asked the lady and she told him that she was getting robbed. He went over there, did what he had to do, kicked the
yeah,
dude's ass, and it just said, "I don't want to be involved," and just walked away.
yeah.
So that was pretty cool. And
That's right.
so
We got better fight scenes though from there though.
yeah, so mainly this season, to sum up this season, because after this we want to just talk about just our favorite parts of the season. Reacher comes back. He finds out that his military family is getting picked off one by one,
Yeah,
and he gets a code because he gets a code from Neagley from the ATL,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then he meets up with her. And then this whole season they're trying to find out, trying to catch this person, whoever is trying to knock them off one by one.
Yeah, they started investigating in the dude Franz or Franks.
Yeah,
I
Franz.
don't know.
So when we say they, Neagley, O'Donnell, and Dixon and Reacher are all investigating.
It's like five of them, right?
Yeah, it's
Cause
five of them.
some other dude, Swan, he showed up dead,
Yeah,
or they don't know where he's at, and then the other two dudes, I think that they were part of the crew, they also showed up dead.
yeah.
So
So the main thing is they're trying to find out who's doing this. So
yeah,
in the
yeah,
midst of they're doing this, they coming up. They got this guy. So pretty much he's an assassin named A.M. He's just
yeah,
going around killing people with his names all begin with an A and end with an M. So that's why they call him A.M.
yeah. They started, I think, somewhere here trying to figure out who this dude was.
Yes.
That led to the bigger mystery of it's connected to the guy from Terminator 2, the
Yeah.
T-1000.
Yeah, his name is Robert Patrick, and his
Yeah,
name he's playing Langston in the
yeah.
season.
No, it's pretty cool seeing this guy. I didn't think he was doing stuff after. I know he did stuff in X Files, and I didn't know he was still doing stuff though.
Yeah,
It's pretty cool.
this season you get to see all of them team up, and you get to see, which I was kind of mentioning in our last video with Reacher, is you get to see Reacher's personality come out, like his
Yeah,
lack thereof of a personality. Like he's straight up like to the point, and he's pretty almost an asshole in this pretty much. And he's not he doesn't he is we all know he's smart, and but if you put him with a bunch of other people that's just as smart as he is, you get
he
to
didn't
see
seem that smart though.
exactly.
He
Now,
was, yeah,
now you see what I'm
because I
saying.
think even the lady he bangs, he
Dixon.
what the hell's her name? Yeah, Dixon. So it showed that she was also close as smart as he was,
Yeah.
and the Neely chick, they were all like they all used their superpowers and shit
See what I mean?
to
Everybody
solve crime. Yeah,
yeah. So it made him normalized him when you put him
yeah.
against a bunch of other people that just as smart or maybe a little bit smarter.
No, I
So
like that because he didn't seem so OP and he needed his team,
yeah, he did.
which was cool because he relied on his team.
You're right.
You
'Cause,
know.
Dixon was good with like numbers.
Yeah,
I think we know everybody know what Neagley is. She's like she can shoot like she can sniper
sniper.
shoot. Yeah,
Yeah,
she's smart as hell. and she can fight. So we see her and O'Donnell. He's like a sneaky guy. I think he can fight, and he's he's funny.
Hold up though, did you see that? There's a side note that I heard that they might be making a separate show just based off the chick,
Yeah,
the
supposed
Neely
to be
chick.
off of Neagley. Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be interesting to see. I want to see
I
what
heard
her back.
that the other day. I don't know if it'll be the same though. She's alright, but
Yeah, to be honest, I don't know if it'd be big as Reacher, but I just
yeah,
something to watch. I would like to see her
yeah.
background.
I'll check out a couple episodes see if it's good.
Yeah.
But I don't. We'll see what happens with that. But
Okay.
yeah,
But we also in this season we don't know like if Swan is part of it. We don't know for sure what's going on with
oh,
Swan.
we know at the end though.
Yeah, we
Damn,
find out
man.
that we're not. Yeah, at this point, like I remember watching this for the first time, that like wondering like what the heck going on with Swan? Is he
Yeah,
alive? Is he dead? Like that was a whole
yeah.
thing then. But yeah, it's I love stuff like that, like mystery, trying to figure out what's going on.
I like the cop that he was fighting with.
Hmm.
The detective, the bald dude.
Yeah,
That he had some good scenes to where he also helped his ass out. And he was ready to step up and fight with Reacher.
yeah, I love the little battle scene, like that little like face off scenes they did. Let me see if I can
Yeah,
find his name.
Dominic Bardozzi. Show name is Russo.
Yeah, we just called him
Russo
Detective Russo.
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 Yeah, cause his ass, I didn't like how he died, cause he ended up dying in a shootout, but at the same time, they weren't able to save him. I thought they were gonna save his
Yeah,
ass
how they had
at the
Neagley.
yeah,
He was just on, holding Neagley's hand, and they
yeah,
just
yeah,
ended the episode like that. And I was remember watching that, and I was
yeah,
like, maybe he's still alive, and I was expecting him to
yeah.
be alive the next episode, but no,
That's what
no.
I thought. So, cause I thought he was gonna finally either stand up to Reacher or tell him something, but he got Reacher's respect to a certain degree. I
Yeah,
just
he
thought he
did.
was gonna get it in a different way.
Yeah, I like how
Yeah,
they earned each other's respect on that one,
yeah, yeah,
cause they hated each other's guts at first.
yeah,
Reacher saw Detective Russo do something like for a kid, and that earned his
yeah.
respect right there. I think it was one of his former teammates' kids. It might have been Swan's kid. No, Fun's kid. I mean, the funeral,
No,
Fun's
yeah,
funeral.
yeah. That was a crazy scene
Yeah,
because
it was.
they did a shootout
Hmm.
in the funeral where I guess they were trying to take out the rest of the crew and stuff.
Yeah. Hmm.
There was a lot of badass shootouts
Yeah, it was.
in this one.
And if you saw how Reacher runs in this episode, I mean, in this season, like in that at that funeral, he runs very funny. Like, I'm gonna
Was
point
he
it
trying
out.
to pull a Tom Cruise?
I don't know what he's doing. I know it looks weird, and
He was trying to
I'm
do
gonna
a
put
Tom
that.
Cruise.
But yeah, I mean this also in this season we get like a bunch of flashbacks. So we'll get one
Mm.
point we might be in the present, and then they'll show a flashback
Oh
of
yeah,
him in the military.
yeah. Him and with his team and shit.
They call that the special investigators. That's what they say. Don't mess with the
Yeah,
special investigators. Also in this season, you see Reacher. He works with like a senator. Cause you got senators doing bad in this, like they're like low
yeah,
down
yeah.
dirty they're like doing some
Cooking shit. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. And then he somehow gets them like to work with him,
mm.
and they help him out a lot, like
Yeah, yeah.
especially towards the end of the season.
Yeah, at the end of the raid, they help it. They save his ass pretty much.
Pretty much.
But no, I like one part that I it was going back to the Terminator
Mm.
shit. It was a line where that dude,
Now Robert Patrick.
okay, Robert Patrick. So this dude, he was on the phone because with someone, he's like, oh, they use the name, the alias of Sarah Connor.
Yeah, that's
He's
his.
like, I don't know what the fuck that is. Who the fuck, I don't care. Yeah, yeah, so they did like a little Terminator Easter egg on that shit. That was funny.
Nice.
I
That
like
was
that
nice.
little bit. Yeah.
Also, too, like it's a lot of epic battles in this season. A lot of good fights. You got
Yeah.
Reacher and his crew fighting against these bikers, like at the outside of a bar. I love that scene. And you got Reacher fighting this dude, like him and Dixon. I think this is right before they had sex, I think, or right after,
Hmm.
whatever. I think. And they was walking. Now this was before. They was walking
Yeah,
down the
yeah.
street, and then they end up
They
in,
were leaving the casino.
yeah. And then these two
Yeah,
guys, they noticed these guys was following them, so they ran into a construction site, and they
yeah,
just pretty much just took them out with Reacher.
yeah.
Definitely.
To me, like one of a bad scene was pretty much at the end. The middle part was alright. I forgot some of it, but that freaking ending, holy shit! Cause this AM dude, they finally trap his ass,
Mm-hmm.
and I just remember the scene where he's like, "Oh, I'm not a bad guy. I just sell." And then Reacher just pops one in his like stomach, and it surprises the dude. And from there, all of them, all four, they just shoot the shit out of his ass. No mercy, just shoot the shit out of him. It was epic. I was like, holy shit, what the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was badass.
Yeah, I have so many
Yeah.
fighting scenes. I just explained a couple of them. I remember those like it was yesterday watching it. Um,
I feel like this season had more intense shootouts and more action stuff
yes,
than the first season, right?
definitely did. And plus, you got them reaching and his crew going up against the military,
Yeah.
like in the one of the flashbacks. So that was a good scene. Like when they busted them for like what they was trying to sell cocaine. They was carrying it up in their tires in the back of their
Yeah.
jeeps. So that was a cool.
He's a narcotics bust. Yeah.
Yeah. So and this is after Reacher's higher up told him. I think the lieutenant told him or sergeant told him not to follow up with this.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. He
he,
told them don't investigate. So that
yeah,
I think that sergeant was dirty or something like that, right? What ended up happening to that dude? Do you
yeah.
remember?
They nothing really happened to him. I
Yeah.
know, cause the only thing that happened to them. Like they
Yeah.
ended up having to do like they spreaded them out doing different assignments. Pretty much, they split them up.
Yeah.
And Reacher just said, "I'm not even doing. I'm just gonna leave altogether." So that's how he became like a
Oh,
roam.
okay.
He's
Yeah.
roaming from town to town. That's where it
Yeah.
started.
Yeah.
But yeah, sergeant or lieutenant, he just
Mhm.
got to keep his job, and you know, life moved on for him.
Yeah.
And then
He kept this fucking promise to that.
so Reacher
Yeah,
got
my
paid
bad.
back.
I'm bad with the names. Yeah, so he got his payback on his ass. He fucking like he dropped his ass out that fucking airplane. It was crazy. No,
Yeah, it
but
was.
I don't remember how the fuck he ended up capturing the other two. But Reacher went in there to the warehouse. I already knew. All right, I already knew Reacher was gonna win on this shit. So
Oh
that
yeah.
was a new one. It was just all the shit
Mhm.
that kept going down. Cause I thought it was done. I thought after he killed the dude
Mhm.
and he pushed him off the plane, I thought it was done.
Yeah.
No, but then you could jump into the other scene where they killed the AM dude. From there, he
Mhm.
was almost gonna get backstabbed by the some soldiers that were helping them that were connected to the crooked side of the government. And he's like, "Nah, my big brain over here already knew that y'all gonna double cross me, so I prepared myself." And like you say, he worked with the good guys of the government.
Yeah.
And then yeah, so there was all this shit that kept going on. I mean, finally at the end they separated, and he didn't stay with that chick. I mean, I
Yeah.
guess that's the reach away, but
Yeah.
you
Just
know,
like James Bond type. James Bond
yeah,
always used to have sex with each a girl and wherever he was at
yeah,
the time, and then just leave just like that. He ain't have no
yeah,
relationship with him. So
yeah.
that's how I look at
No, well,
this.
yeah, I mean, yeah, he just took off, and I guess he's gonna go to season 3 town.
Yes. But, but
Yeah.
but yeah, this is pretty much the end of this, and so we are gonna follow up back up with this when we start doing season 3. You got anything else you want to say about it?
No, this is badass for another good season. I look forward to watching the third season.
Okay, same as me. Definitely, I can't wait. And thank y'all for watching. Peace out.
Step into the zone where we discuss what's shown on the M&T podcast, where minds get blown from the latest movies to the comics and the TV show.